about global economy. And according to the subject guide, there are two sets of data. One is which extent have we seen global economy. That's the first set of data, which actually we have done since like 2 weeks ago. Now, they say another set of the data is about whether globalization has changed the nature of the firm. I don't know whether you use this in exam. My guess is that you won't. I don't know how they're going to set this as an exam question. Because if they do, it seems to be too narrow focus for me. Anyway, because it's in the subject guide, we have to know whether company has changed. Hirsch and Thompson, has company changed? No. Companies has not changed. MNCs remain MNCs. MNC remain having national base in terms of profit and culture. Yeah? That's done. Has company changed? Yes. Company has changed. Now we have new type of companies, which is transnational production network or supply chain. It is about network organizations. Now, companies now is not hierarchical the way it used to be. It's not about large company and have rigid hierarchy system. Not anymore. Now we have smaller companies. Yeah? Even conglomerate, they tend to have like operations elsewhere. They don't control those companies as much as when you have a large company, like large company with hierarchical in one country. So we are done. Ourselves. Has company changed? Yeah. Now we have another guy, Peter Dickens. Peter Dickens. Oops. Peter Dickens or Peter Dickens? I have to check. I think it's Peter Dickens or Dickens. Can you check the subject guide? I'll check and I'll let you know. Okay, this guy is a sociologist. He's teaching at Cambridge. Yeah, he said, yeah. Now that is different. We have TNCs in that sense. It is also very similar to Square. Yeah? If you don't want Peter Dickens, why don't you use Square? Square say, company has now changed, you know. Now we have something called TNCs. TNCs is Square theme. Yeah? You don't really need Peter Dickens, so I guess. But what did he say? He said that at the time of companies, why people transnational? Why companies transnational, become transnational? He said that at the types. One type go to other countries because they want to have direct presence in the market because it's consumer demand. Yeah, so he called it market-directed, market-oriented investment. Yeah, something like I use example of Walmart, IKEA, Abercrombie, I use Abercrombie because they came last year. Yeah, new. Walmart looking for consumers. IKEA looking for consumers. That's why IKEA is here in Singapore. They are trying to sell. Yeah, so they are looking for. They are the market-oriented, not the asset-oriented. Now, I don't think you remember. You want to write down. Castells talk about different types of network firm. Okay? Different type of supply chain. Yeah, supply chain. And one is called producer-driven supply chain, and one is called another one, producer-driven and consumer-driven. I think it's called consumer-driven. This one is a consumer-driven supply chain. Yeah, same kind of thing. When you have consumer wanting your product, you come and set up your companies. Yeah, that is. But according to Dickens, he used the word market-oriented. It is about the market. It is about consumers. They need your product, so they start companies. Yeah, to supply it. Yeah, you will be able to imagine. Myanmar is just opened up. Soon there will be McDonald's. Yeah, soon there will be Starbucks. Soon there will be IKEA going there. Yeah? This kind of spray of Starbucks, IKEA, McDonald's, and all that would be called TNCs, which is market oriented. That's also another TNC that go there to make products. You know, like Toyota. These are what custom call what is it? Producer. What is that? Consumer. The first one was consumer. Consumer driven. So this one is producer driven supply chain. It's producer wanting to have the products. So they, for example, Starbucks go to Guatemala. I saw you that one, yeah. It's not to sell Starbucks, but to produce. So because you can say there are two types, yeah, of transnational. One who sells things and one the other one spread all over the globe to create products. Yeah, this has been held by ICTs. Castell also called by ICTs. If you don't have technology, it's very hard for you to go beyond the national country. Okay, a little bit more overseas expansion can be greenfield. You can start it fresh, or you can, have merger acquisition. You can go buy up companies, or just go that way. However, now the position here is that has firm changed? Yes, firm has changed. Yeah. Now we have TNCs. That's the types. But do we really have TNCs that we can call it like we have like TNCs that doesn't really have national base? No, not really. Because national factors still prevent convergence towards a single organizational form and strategy. Japanese to Japanese. Yeah? Europeans to European. Nike and Toyota operates very differently. Yeah? So in that sense, he also agreed with the idea that we don't really have the TNCs, just like Herschel Thompson said. You know Herschel Thompson, globalization question? You don't really have the TNCs. All companies are NNCs, they have national base. Yeah, they can say the same thing. Countries have national base. The culture, Japanese culture, and American culture show up in Toyota and Nike. Yeah? So, the culture of Nike don't control the productive process very much. They just like outsource. Get these companies to make product for them. Once the product comes, they just stand Nike out and they sell. So Nike say we don't create products, we sell products. Yeah? But Toyota don't just sell them. They control the whole process. When they come to Thailand, they bring the whole team to Thailand. Yeah? And they really control them. Japanese never trust anybody. True? Japanese never trust anyone. They have stringent control over things. That's why it's very hard to work with a Japanese company. You never rise high up. My sister worked there before, but she lived in Japan so many years. You can't. Because Japanese, whatever you may have conference or whatever, you can have meeting, yeah? But eventually the policy they come out, all drinks are tasted among the Japanese. So they have very full control. That's why we love to buy Japanese product. We know that they control over that. So Japanese products, Japanese company is very Japanese. So we don't have a real TNC of one model organization that is applied everywhere. So in that sense, very similar to Herschel Thompson. Now, when I discuss with you, whenever I can, I try to link with the theories early on, and that's what we will be doing. Yeah? I told you before, the first paragraph, you can write descriptively because there's nothing to do to link. Second paragraph, you start to have to Carter. These are also sociologists that are teaching management. These are management. Do we have global management style? So these are, they are professor of management. Yeah? I say, yeah, now management is quite global. Again, this kind of idea, I think it's a little bit too small for you, too narrow. I somehow don't think you use Craig and Carter. Only if they ask you for management, which they can't because it's like too narrow. But these people say, yeah, we have. Now we have spread of management technique. Why? Because of IT firms. Yeah, IT firms, people use computer. Nowadays you have to have internet. That's why at one time there was those .com. Yeah, .com coming out to help people do a lot of things on the internet, and so much of a .com bubble, and then it breaks, right? So all these small communities disappear. Now IT becoming very important. Everybody knows that. Your companies have to make use of IT. So most of the companies don't know how to do it, right? So they have to go and employ all this IT company. There are two types of IT company. One is a type that just provides technical support. These are not so important. Another type of IT is an IT that provides the IT-related support, but also help to manage business. In fact, they make use of consultants. Yeah, they go and help you set up your website. Yeah, help you manage your IT. But at the same time, they also bring their consultant. Go and help you plan. Yeah, for example, you have something like SAP, Gemini. These are IT companies. Yeah, SAP is German software company. Huge. They have operation all over the globe. Capgemini, another French company, also multinational. Yeah. When they go there, they don't just go and help you with IT. They bring management consultancies with them. Yeah. But here, Craig and Carter talk about these as separate categories, but they are actually the same thing. IT, provide IT, but many IT companies, like big ones, bring management consultancies. These are consultants. Consultants do what? They go in and help you look at, okay, what kind of problem you have in the company, how to improve on it, what kind of planning, what kind of strategies you use. So you have something like McKinsey, Boston Consulting Group, or everybody wants to work with McKinsey, yeah? Because they're huge. Not to mention the Big Four. You know the Big Four accounting firm. Yeah, Ernst & Young. What else? Pricewaterhouse. KPMG. What else? Another one? Deloitte. Is it Deloitte? Maybe Deloitte is it before? Yeah, it's before. So these are all consultants. So when these IT companies, when management consultants go in, they spray their management technique. Yeah? They give the strategy, which is the same as another company because they are, they probably studied at the same place. They got an MBA from the same place, yeah? From UK, from US, perhaps from Australia. These are very Western-oriented type of ideas. So they spread Western management everywhere. Also, management guru like Peter Drucker, for example, write all these books, and people read their writing to see how to improve the business. People come to SIM, Singapore Institute of Management, to learn how to manage business. Surely, lecturer here, usually we teach from Western theories. So, Western ideas spread everywhere. When you have benchmarking, ISO 1 standard, spread everywhere. Therefore, management style is global. Company has changed due to the change in the management style. As the result of IT firm management, consultancy, MBA, management group, and the benchmarking. Okay, this part we have to keep the topic in mind. Yeah, we are talking about whether the firm has changed. Yeah, and I say you have to keep that in mind the same way you need to keep your exam question in mind as you write. Okay, that's done, chapter 6. with the one on politics. Yeah, and I am going to leave you another set for 3-5 minutes at most, at least. Oh, we go ahead.